Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Competitive Battlin. Today we're going to take a look at old Sableye. Why Sableye? Well, Sableye is a great Pokemon. I mean, in all honesty, he's a great Pokemon, and he was great before he got his Mega Evolution. And, oh yeah, did I mention he got a Mega Evolution? So, Sableye, guys, we're going to be taking a look at what he can do. Honestly, it's pretty great. First set, we're going to take a look at his new variant that his Mega Evolution lets him do. And then we're going to take a look at Classic Sableye, which honestly works fine with his Mega as well, but it also works perfectly fine without his Mega. So we're going to take a look at that after that. So first off, let's go ahead and jump right into his new Mega set. Of course, you're going to want to run his Mega Stone on him so he can Mega Evolve. And then as for his ability, Kenai, it's not that great. I mean, it lets you not have your evasion lowered, but that's about it. And then Stall, it makes you move last when you're using the same priority, so it's not good. I don't see any use for it really, to be honest. So Prankster it is, and we're okay with that because Prankster's stupid good. Any non-damaging moves, priority, just priority, so they're going first as long as, you know, your opponent's not also using a priority. That includes things like Will-O-Wisp, recovery moves such as Recover. It's all priority, baby, and those what I just named, of course Sableye can learn those, so we're going to take a look at that. And then we're going to move on to Eevee's spread and his nature before we jump into his move set. You're going to want to go bold. That's going to raise his defense, lower his attack. That's what you want on this set. And keep in mind, this set, you're Mega Evolving pretty quickly, so you won't get a whole lot of use of Prankster, but it'll be there if you need it. When he Mega Evolves, he loses Prankster, but he gets Magic Bounce. Magic Bounce is another great ability, especially for a defensive-minded Pokemon such as Mega Sableye. I mean, look at those boost his defenses. He gets a bit of a boost to his attack and a bit of a boost to his special attack. He loses some speed, and then everything else just goes into his defense and his special defense, so he's tanky. And then back to Magic Bounce, it can block status moves and bounce them back to your opponent that used their status on you. So somebody tries to Will-O-Wisp you, sorry about their luck, they just Will-O-Wisp themselves. So it's a great ability, and it doesn't block every status move, but it blocks a lot of them, particularly the ones that target you and not themselves, so it'll bounce them back, and that's great. So back to the Eevee spread. Bold nature is what you want, because you're going to be going special attack on this, and you're really going to want to max your HP, and you can max it, or you can go 48 if you want to get that perfect HP with, you know, Stealth Rocks and entry hazards in general. I think it's particularly Stealth Rocks you want to run that for. If not, you can just go 252, because yes, you'll get more HP, it's just Stealth Rocks won't care and it'll still bring you down to the same, but, you know, it's not a big deal. And then max your defense and throw your leftovers in special attack. You don't really need to worry about special defense too much, and we'll get to that in a second. So, that second is now, really. We're done with the Eevee spread. That's what it should look like. You don't really have too many other options on this set. So, Eevee spread time. Remember how I said you didn't need to worry about special defense? That's because you have Calm Mind. Calm Mind is going to boost your special attack and your special defense at the same time by one stage. So not only are you super tanky, but you're going to be able to sit behind your wall of tank or your giant ruby and boost and get even tankier on your specials defense side at the same time, and then eventually you'll be hitting like a truck as well as taking hits like a truck. So Sableye gets pretty monstrous when he Mega Evolves. And so now that you got Calm Mind, we can go ahead and throw some more stuff on there. I'd recommend something like a Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is great. It burns your opponent, halves their attack stat. It's great. Remember how I said most of the time you're going to be Mega Evolving instantly, but Prankster's there for when you need it. If you really want to, you can wait a turn to Mega Evolve and Will-O-Wisp them with Prankster. Prankster's going to make your Will-O-Wisp have priority, and, you know, priority Will-O-Wisp. You're going to hit them with the burn before they can do anything. And then, on the other slot, you also have Recover, and, you know, you're probably not going to be using this with Prankster a whole lot, but keep in mind, Prankster does give Recover priority, so that's something to keep in mind. It will give you priority there on that Recover. Just on the off chance you switch in, take a hit that you didn't like, you can Prankster Recover. You know, most likely they're going to hit you again with the same move, but, you know, Prankster Recover's there. And then, as your last slot, you're going to need some damaging moves with that Calm Mind, so you got a couple choices. There is Shadow Ball, get your Ghost type stab off there. Keep in mind, this will make it where you can't hit normal types. That'll suck, but, you know, it provides good coverage all around, takes care of some good things. You get stab off of it, it's great. It's got that nice little 20% chance to lower the special defense. Not a huge benefit, but it's there. And then your other choice is your other stab move choice, which would be Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse, 20% chance to flinch the target, a little more useful than that defense drop. And same base power, just different type. You'll get a little less coverage around it on Dark Pulse, but at the same time, you'll be able to hit everything. Because normal types aren't gonna be immune to this as they would Shadow Ball, so keep that in mind. But overall, either one, it really doesn't matter. It's your choice, honestly. And that about does it for this moveset, really. This moveset's pretty particular in what it does, and it does it well. You're a truck. You hit like a truck. You take hits like a truck. You're pretty monstrous as a tank and an offensive Pokemon once you get some boost up. You know, you're not fast, but that's the only thing. Like, that's about it. That's the only thing you can complain about, really. And even then, it's not a legitimate complaint because you don't need to be fast. So, let's go ahead and take a look at another Sableye set. This is basically what Sableye used to be before he Mega Evolved, but he can still do it when Mega Evolving. So, as for the nature here, you really have 3 choices, just about. Yeah, you have basically 3 choices. You can go with, well, first you can go with Bold if you want. However, Bold will put you in the position of being really, well, not really. Basically what it'll do, it's hard to explain without putting the moveset up, so let's go ahead and put the moveset up, honestly. So, first off, just give Prankster as his ability, because Prankster's great, and then as for the item, like I said, you can do it Mega Evolution, or if you don't want to Mega Evolve, I suggest Leftovers just to get you even more tanky. And then moveset. We're going to go ahead and jump in. Basically, you're going to want Recover, because Recovers has priority, especially if you don't Mega, then it's always going to have priority. And then Will-O-Wisp, that also has priority, cripples the opponent. And then, last but not least, we're going to get some more priority in the form of Taunt. And that does it for your Prankster boosted moves. Taunt's great, you know, because Sableye's basically crippling them with Will-O-Wisp, letting them slowly die, healing himself, and not letting them set up on him in the form of Taunt. And then in his last slot, he's not going to get priority with Prankster here, but that's alright. You got it in your other 3 move slots. You're going to go with either Foul Play, and Foul Play will damage them based on their attack stat. And this is the one you're going to go with if you decide to go with Bold Nature. Excuse me. And then if you don't go with Bold Nature, you then have the option of instead going with, let me find it here, Impish. Impish, if you're not going to go with Foul Play, you're going to go with Impish, and you're going to go with Knockoff, because Knockoff, like I've said 100 times before, Knockoff's such a great move. 65 base power, multiplies itself by 1.5 if they have an item. It's competitive play, everyone should have an item, and then removes their item. So the only time you're not going to be getting that boost is if you've already removed their item, basically. So, yeah, if you're going with Knockoff, go with Impish, that way it doesn't lower your attack on that. If you're not, go with Bold because, if you're going with, what was it, brain fart. If you're going with Bold Nature, you're going to want to have the other move I just talked about. I feel really dumb now. Let's be honest. How do you forget in 5 seconds? Foul Play, that's it. Foul Play. Yep, you're going to want to go with Foul Play. My brain just pooped its pants, I'm sorry. Somebody's going to have to clean it up in here a bit. So, yeah, Foul Play. Foul Play is what you want if you're not going to run. If you're going with Bold Nature, run Foul Play. If you're going with Impish, go Knockoff. Really, it's the other way around. You should choose the move, and then that'll affect what nature you want, really, is how it'll work. And then last but not least, you have the option of, well, we'll talk about that here in a second. And then on this set, you're going to max your defense, put your HP at 48, really, and then throw your leftovers into your other stat. And that's what you're going to do. However, there's a couple variants here, so we're going to take a look at that. As for the moveset, this is what the moveset is always going to be. That's how it's going to look. It's just Foul Play or Knockoff is your only real choice here. Other than that, that's how your moveset's going to look. However, as for the leftovers, this is what I recommend. This looks good. However, like I said, it can go Mega. So if you want to go Mega, then you're just gonna tweak your EV spread a bit, and instead of going full defense, you're going to want to just mix it up a little bit here and balance it out. You're gonna want to put 136 here in your special, and then the rest of it in defense. And then the reason for this spread is because Sableye ranks in Uber's tiers. He's so good. So you're gonna have to deal with other Uber threats, and this is particularly because Mega Mewtwo Y usually runs Fire Blast a lot, and that's gonna hurt. If you run this amount of special defense in your set, then his Fire Blast is going to 3-hit KO you. If you run any less, it's going to 2-hit KO. So this will let it 3-hit KO versus the 2. So get a little boost there, and then your defense is still great, and overall it's just a more mixed set. But, you know, that is literally only if you're going for something that'll take care of Mega Mewtwo Y, really. So, honestly, you don't need to do that, but if you're going the Mega form, this is a pretty good set to go with. But back to regular Sableye with leftovers. You also have one other option as far as the spread goes, and that's going to be a little different here, and you're going to run a different nature here as well. On this, basically you're going to try to balance yourself out with boosting your special defense. So what that's going to look like is you're going to then have the option of either Calm. Calm would be the move of choice if you're going with Foul Play. So Calm, go with Foul Play. Or, well, if you want Foul Play, go with Calm. And then if you want Knockoff still, because let's be honest, Knockoff's great. Foul Play's good too, but if you want my personal opinion, I like Knockoff. And if you're going Knockoff, you're going to want Careful. And basically, on this set, you're going to want to max your special defense, and then throw your leftovers in defense. And what this is going to do out is just make you a bit more specially defensive. It balances it out a bit more. It still puts it where your special defense does get up more than your defense, but it just makes you a bit more balanced and mainly more specially sided. And it's also it's just really unexpected for your opponent, because Sableye is known for his physical bulk. He's not really known for his special bulk all that much, on his regular set at least. So it's a nice surprise, and it's an option. I prefer the physical set all day, every day, but this is an option. So keep that in mind. And then, honestly, that's your last option here. Like I said, this set, you're going to run the same moveset no matter what, but you got several little options as far as the EV spread goes. But, you know, overall it's defensive, defensive, defensive. So Sableye is a defensive Pokemon, and he does it great. So that does it for Sableye, guys, honestly. Sorry that last set was a bit difficult to explain. Well, it just took me a bit longer. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys taking the time to take a look at this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see when my next one is coming out, you can hit that subscribe button to get those notifications. They'll let you know once I post my next one. So, once again, thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to leave a comment in the comments on what Pokemon you would like to see me do next. You know, if you don't have any suggestions, just say hi. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.